Hello, welcome back, everyone, to the Lost Depths of Phandelver. Hope everyone had a good week, good holiday, good relaxation, turkey, stuffing, sleep.
Sleep being the big one, yeah.
Nice. So, after a long and treacherous journey through the swamps of the Forbidden Reach, our party continues on the first leg of their quest that was given to them by the boss to prove loyalty and ultimately join the family and all the benefits therein, including the knowledge of networks and the happenings of less than proper dealings. We find ourselves deep beneath the ground in a crypt that time has long since forgotten. Within the crypt, the remnants of the past were found along with cryptic riddles and hidden passageways that led to treasures, ancient magical safeguards, and additional rooms. D1 experiences a change in his ring. It's cold to the touch, and the jewel is cracked. He's also hearing some kind of a voice at the back of his mind. Aliva, having caught Grumbach in another lie, decided to dispatch him on the spot with her scimitar across the neck after offering him a rest and a healing potion to expose it. As Grumbach lay slain upon the cold ancient stone, his blood seems to mix with the black goop that's pulled up on the ground next to him. Brandy is perplexed at how Grumbach could have possibly stolen her scroll, while in the back of her mind, she feels a cold threat at her back that seems to be constantly nudging her to look over her shoulder. It's not noticeable as of yet, but she hasn't really managed to say anything about it. Ronan begins to feel his mind wander into memories of moments of trials throughout his life, as if these moments are being pulled to the surface by something other than himself. The brand on his shoulder begins to burn while he keeps the pain unnoticeable for the time being. As the party continues to explore, one of the rooms that the party has found holds a collection of very odd observations. First, a large, multicolored twisting root that protrudes through the corner of the room, through the stone that seems undamaged at a glance. Second, a shadow that seems to be lurking just out of sight, as a few of our party members continue to be aware of its presence. And last, an unsettling amount of tar-like goop that seems to be piled on the floor, completely unavoidable. The treasure they seek lies just beyond a closed metal gate. First, they take a moment to acknowledge the thing that just happened. The murder of Grumbach the Brave, or the execution of Grumbach the Veiled. And that's where we begin this evening.
I did nothing wrong.
Put you.
I did nothing.
And honestly,
Listen, God wanted this to happen.
oh,
My God, your God, the
One
swamp.
of the gods.
All
this one
right.
probably did.
Aliva, as you stand here in the moment, looking at your companions as they kind of get up and they kind of notice the commotion, they walk in your direction, all of them close to you. You stand there above Grumbach with your scimitar still out, having thoroughly explained your case before executing or dispatching Grumbach. He lay there on the ground in a heap, lifeless, blood pulling up, pumping out as we speak onto the ground around you, pulling up into the tar. It's kind of undistinguishable once it's kind of on the ground, a little bit of light in here. I'll leave the floor open to you all.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, what did he do to deserve that?
I mean, he was a worthless piece of crap for sure, but...
He's been lying to us, and I'm pretty sure he killed that last ward too.
I think he's also been stealing from us.
I'd honestly clean my blade on Grumback's clothes and try to avoid touching the goo, and just look completely unconcerned with what I've done.
And now I wonder if the turtle and all the other creatures that we met with them are all crooked as well.
Yeah, I bet that kid's the mastermind behind it all.
Oh my gosh. What about my little cat?
Yeah, Thistlefoot seemed sincere. Until he got eaten by a plant.
Yeah, that did happen.
Nothing to worry about now. I mean, we can't exactly do anything about it right now.
Just reminisce.
And you know, keep our backs not away from you.
For the first time maybe since they've ever met me, I would smile at Brandy.
I'm not smiling. I am a little afraid.
Oh no. All right, that's perfect, Brandy. What do you say anything at all, like about this? Is there anything at all that you?
I mean, I would just move on. Grumback was like not even a person to me.
Okay, perfect.
Couldn't even hold his drink, and then he stole. No, that's only for me. I do those things.
That's a good point. I'll walk up to Grumback and check his pockets.
Yeah. You continue as well, along with Rummy on the other side. You come up beside him on the left-hand side, and you begin to go through parts of his the little bits of his clothes here, his pockets inside. You notice a large portion of the pockets have been cleared out, Ronan. Roll an investigation check.
That was almost a 1. But it's
That was almost a 1. That's funny. Yeah, 23. All right. Ronan, you rifle through some of the pockets here, and you manage to find a couple of things, actually, buried all the way down deep in the very bottom of one of the pockets here.
As long as it's not his prison pocket.
Yes.
I mean, you might want to check that too.
That's great.
I'm good on that. What I restashed there can stay there.
There's some kind of a long, it looks like maybe brass key of some kind. It has an odd stamp on it. The handle itself is a bit wider, and the edge of the key is a loop. It's a simple loop. And you can see there's some wear on the outside edge of the loop where it might have been attached to something else. But you can see on the handle of the key itself is a little helmet. Looks just like a helmet. It's a little odd.
It looked like a man.
So you can go ahead and add that to your inventory, Ronan. As well as there's also a little bundle down here. It looks like a piece of canvas or a piece of linen or something that is something is inside, and then it's kind of folded and tied. There's something in there. It has some give to it if you squeeze a bit.
You said it's an envelope?
No, it's like a bit of cloth, like maybe a rectangle or a square of cloth. It's full of something and it's been tied up. With your great investigation check, that's what you're assuming it is by feeling it. Your arm is all the way down, probably past your elbow in his long coat.
I'll open it up.
Okay. Yeah, you open it up. It seems to be various berries. They're pretty large from what you can tell and pretty fresh as you kind of smell them. Give them a good smell. They smell something like something you've had before.
That one plant we kept for a while and it died.
Yeah, do they look like good berries?
Let's see. I would say your investigation check. Yes, they do look like they are. That's exactly what they are. There's 7 of them in total.
Oh. Wait, did this fucker get into our bag? Like, these are looking kind of fresh. So...
How could he have, though? That's been on Randy's possession the whole time.
Also, didn't the plant die?
Plant did die. Yeah.
Yeah, good point. Shit.
Yeah, the cloth is, as you look at the cloth here around it, it's quite primitive. It looks like it's just something maybe that was repurposed.
I wonder if he nabbed that off of the Valora Chew.
The cord is quite basic. Also looks like it was repurposed. You're getting the sneaking suspicion that a lot of the things that are in his pockets here, including another couple of things that you pull out here that absolutely make no sense. They seem like spell components of some kind to you. There's a little tiny vial in here that seem to have little pieces of something inside it. It's hard to know exactly what. They're odd colors. Again, like probably spell components to your eyes is what you would imagine with your great investigation check. Yeah, he's just absolutely his pockets are full of things that he's probably stolen. Nothing
I'm
of
watching
incredible
Ronan.
value.
Sorry, I'm watching Ronan rip through these pockets, and for once I don't look like disdainful of taking from the dead. I'm just kind of watching curiously.
Nice.
As I pull it out, I just kind of show it to everybody. Does any of this shit look familiar to any of you?
Does it? Does it look like... D1's
Oh, yeah.
through Rummy's eyes, who's right beside him.
Yeah, I would
Does
say
anything look like my stuff?
all of you seem to find some kind of little piece of something that once belonged to you. At one point, even if it seemed insignificant, there is some little something that you find in his pockets that you quickly say, "Oh, that's mine." You take it. Whether it's, like I said, whether it's something small, a keepsake, or a component or something. You already found the scroll from Brandy. Her very, very, very great scroll of you know what. And then you already found a dagger as well that was taken. So he took a dagger from one of you. I'm trying to remember who. It was a while ago.
I think you had said it was mine.
I think it was. So you got that. As you lay here in the blood, or on the cold stone floor, absolutely lifeless here. You also see he has his glaive with him. It's laid up next to the wall. It's the glaive that he brought with him. As soon as he felt relaxed enough, Aliva, he set it up against the wall and sat down and took his potion and exposed his neck, and that's when you took the moment. So his glaive stands here in front of you all, against the wall, like I said.
Is it
I mean,
just
I'm pretty
a
happy with
mundane
my
glaive?
weapon, so I don't need it.
Yeah. Ronan, yeah, if you want to take a closer look, you absolutely can. You remember back in the hut when you first met him that there was a moment where it was asked if he can defend himself, and he kind of came out of another room with that glaive. He showed it to you, and you remember that it kind of had sparkled for a moment as the light hit it. You're looking at it now. You're getting a good look at it. How do you want to? Do you want to kind of look at it closer and deeper? Do you want to kind of look at the material value of it? How are you checking this thing out?
I'm just trying to see if there's any magic attached to it.
All right, roll an Arcana check for me, Ronan. What do we
Dirty
get?
20.
Oh, dirty 20. Very nice. So you begin to run your hand kind of up around the top of the glaive and move it down, you notice, first of all, that there's a heat that you can feel right away from the glaive. As soon as you move your hand close to it, there's a heat emanating from the glaive. From the blade mostly, as you move your hand closer to the handle, you notice it's mostly cold to the touch. As you kind of get a closer look here, there's a very deep onset gem in the middle, the very bottom middle portion of the blade. It's kind of beautifully, brilliantly crafted. The blacksmith or whoever that made this did it in such a way that the gem itself is almost seemingly forged, or rather the metal is forged around the gem, as the gem itself makes up a portion, like I said, a very large portion of the bottom. And you look through with a little bit of light behind it, as Brandy's lantern is shining through, you can see there's a transparency about it, but it's mostly cloudy. It's made of some kind of hot stone. You put your finger on it and you can feel there's heat emanating from it. A lot of heat. It definitely seems magic to you. Absolutely.
I'll look at D1. Hey, can you run Identify on this at some point? I think I might keep this.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that we're probably going to have to check out that we've acquired while we've been in this godforsaken dungeon here.
We could just add everything kind of to the bag of holding.
Yeah, I figured next time we take a rest, we'll sort through all this shit.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
We were heading somewhere to a chest?
Yes.
You guys said you saw a chest. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was just along for the ride.
Yeah, there's an iron grate down here, behind which is a couple of chests.
Yeah, let's go see what's inside. Speaking
Perfect,
of
okay.
things to identify.
Yeah, you're moving forward. Okay, D1, what are you doing in the moment? You're identifying?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna just follow them down towards the chest.
Okay, sorry, my bad. You're all kind of walking towards the chest. Brandy makes her way kind of quickly between the pillars here. She's saw it from across the distance here. Having come close to the to the gate here, the door of the little room. Brandy, before you stands a very tall gate. It's made up of several bars of steel, seemingly, that are held together in the middle by various straps, metal straps in the middle. Producing, for the most part, from what you can tell, is like basically a prison door. If you want to get like a nice visual,
sure.
You can see behind it. There's an open chest along the back wall here. As you move your lantern revealing around, it is an open chest, seemingly full of gold, from what you can tell. I mean, it's
sure.
glint. It has that sparkle to it. There's also 2 additional chests in here. There's a sleeping roll, as well as like laid on the ground, and there's some vases and some sacks and stuff.
Okay. But this door is locked.
That door is not locked, actually. As you push it, you can just push it right open. Yeah. Get right
I would
inside.
just be making sure there's nothing trappy about the room.
Yeah, roll an investigation check. Right, give me one moment. 24. Wow, Randy. Okay. Okay, perfect. Sorry. You look around the rusty, the bottom of the door here, and you notice some of it's kind of rusty along the bottom edge of the door, the gate itself. You open the gate. There doesn't seem to be any contraption or any kind of trap or trigger device or anything at all from the door. You open the door, it swings open. You do notice that something is stuck in the key lock itself. It's almost like somebody jabbed some metal or something in there. It's hard to say. There's two key locks here. There's two keyholes. One is obscured by something, and the other is just a regular keyhole that apparently wasn't relocked once it was open. So you open the lock, no problem. You look inside the room here, and just in the picture, as you can see here, there are two chests. Both of them are closed, and then there's one that's open as well. Like I said, there's a bedroll laid out on the ground. There does seem to be a couple of bumps in the bedroll.
Oh.
Almost maybe symbolizing that there's maybe something in there. There's a few backpacks too. There's one right along in the inside of the room here, and then there's one kind of next to one of the chests that you look in.
Well, I think I'd leave the bumpy bedroll to someone else because I don't want to investigate that.
Sure. Sorry. Also, one more thing. I'm sorry, I forgot to add this. There's also there's a pedestal in the room, a wooden pedestal that seems to be decorated with gold filigree. Really, really fancy. And on the pedestal itself, the book pedestal, is a book. It's covered in rust. Like, it looks like the outside edges of the book are just like made of some kind of metal, but the metal is just long since covered in probably from the combination of just being in this place. And
sure.
It's hard to know, but like it's just absolutely covered in rust. There is a latch that comes over and locks on the front of the book. It has a keyhole. I mean, like an old padlock on the front of it. It's a small little padlock, and it's rusty as well. There's a little keyhole as well in the lock, and that is everything. No traps, seemingly, from what you can tell.
I think I would probably investigate the open chest first and see if there's anything particular of note in there.
Yeah. So how do you want to do this? Do you want to kind of like just go up and start reaching in?
I think I'd look with my eyeballs first.
Sure. You notice pretty quickly. I would say roll a perception check for me. You have the lantern of revealing in front of you, and so just give me 1 second here. I just want to double check. Okay, never mind. My bad. Cool. So you are inside the room, correct? Currently, correct? Right there. All right, perfect. Brandy, you reach your hand into the chest, and immediately you lose it. I'm just playing. There are little coins in here. They're little metal coins, Brandy.
Oh.
The metal it's not gold. It's some kind of combination of a little bit of gold, but mostly it's just metal, copper, mostly just steel, pieces of steel with a little bit of gold here and there. You notice pretty quickly most of it's brushed off. These look like, pretty quickly you can tell, these look like counterfeit gold pieces.
Yeah.
Like absolutely at a
What would that be doing here? So weird.
Yeah.
Okay. And then there's two others.
There's two others. Yeah, there's a locked one. It's heavily armored. You can tell there's like a lot of steel bands around the top of it and around the sides of it. As you look at it here, you also notice the other chest on the opposite side. There's no lock on it.
Well, let's pop that lid off. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, you look inside. No perception check necessary. There's nothing inside. It's just empty.
Empty. Then we just have the final one. Is the one iron banded? Does it have? Can I unlock it?
You can
lockpick it.
You can try. Yeah, you can definitely try. Is anyone else in the room with Brandy? Or is she just kind of here by herself? Or
D1's just kind of coming up the rear. He was sort of following her, so he's a little behind.
Sure. Yeah, I'll let you go ahead, and if you want to walk in the room there with Brandy, you can.
Yeah, I'll What have you found?
Well, so far, a whole lot of nothing. We've got an empty chest, some fake coins, and then this one I haven't opened yet. I haven't looked in the bedroll.
Oh,
There's some lumps.
D1 will give the bedroll a couple like soft like kicks to see if anything
Shake it out.
moves.
Yeah, you're gonna just kick on the.
Yeah, I'm
Bedroll?
gonna kick the bumps.
It's a big old red.
Yeah, so as soon as you do, you hear like a couple of like weird squeak noises, and there a couple of little spiders shoot out from
That spider.
from the top of the bedroll, and they skitter away like up onto the wall, and they skitter up onto the pretty quickly. They're not very big. They're kind of maybe the size of a, as you would know, maybe the size of maybe of a gold piece, as they skitter away.
Okay. Well, that's fun.
There is still something in the.
Yeah, I'll reach down and sort of peel.
You're gonna reach in?
Yeah, well, not reach in. I'm gonna try to just like peel back the thing, or grab the bottom of it and sort of try to lift it up from the bottom so anything dumps out the top.
Sure. As you kind of continue to do that, Brandy, are you also at the same time? Are you attempting to pick the lock?
I mean, I guess so.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your thieves' tools. And Sato, our D1, as she's doing this, crap, I knew it was going to happen at some point. 18 for Brandy. As you do this, you pull back. There is a kind of a crushed hat in there. It seems to be of pretty great value from what you can tell.
It's a what?
Out of face.
A hat?
It's a hat. It's a hat. Yeah.
Okay.
It's some kind of like a sailing hat or something of some kind.
Interesting. Yeah, do you want to grab that and chuck it into his backpack?
Yeah. You got it. Just put unknown hat in your inventory.
Okay.
I would say, and you peel it back, and there isn't really much of anything else in here. There's just some cobwebs around the hat. Some bits of what seem to be the shell of digested insects and such from the spiders. Brandy, you're 18. You pick up this fairly large a padlock in your hand here, and you begin to place the lockpicks inside, trying to wiggle them around in different ways. Unfortunately, Brandy, there's no budge.
Oh shit.
This is one of those tricky ones, it looks like.
Yeah. Trying to think of anything that I have that would help me.
Yeah. Well, I could give you the help action. I could maybe, because I do have lockpicking too. Let me just look. I mean, I'm not quite as good as you are, but
We can definitely try again.
yeah, maybe if the two of us work on it together.
Now you can try again. The DC will be a little bit higher,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
right? Because of the how it works.
Yeah.
Or if you want, you can spend a little bit of time down here, and we'll let you try it again with the same DC.
Would
I guess it's
Brandy
just a
have the
matter
help
of-
action?
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Well, maybe I'll assist her. Basically, give her the help action.
So how are you going to assist her? You have to explain this to me.
So I'll get my thieves' tools out too, and I'll
How are you going to do this? If you can explain like rationally and logically how you'll help her, I'll let her roll it with advantage. Otherwise,
So, is it like a padlock that hangs off of the chest, or is the lock?
Yes.
Right? It is.
it
Okay.
is.
And there's
Yep.
just
It's
one
a big
lock.
padlock. It's probably if you put your two hands together, like put your hands together like you're holding your own hand, It's about that thick. It's massive.
Okay, so I'm gonna, with as much strength as I can, I'm gonna lift the padlock up and hold it more horizontally so that she can actually see. Like I said, because if she was trying to do it vertically, she probably couldn't see deep inside very well. So I'll hold it.
She's
sort
pretty
of up.
short, but I'll go with it. I'll go with you.
I'll hold it
Yeah.
up so she can look down and see into the keyhole. So when she puts her thieves' tools in there, she's got a way better view.
All right. I like that. It's a pretty cramped little room here, but you're keeping back, and she's small. All right.
And
I'll
it's just
dig
us,
it.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, no, I like it a lot. And if you guys don't mind, just waiting like one moment here, we'll go to Ronan and Aliva and see what those two cats are up to while you guys are refreshing for the next attempt. So Ronan and Aliva, I'm going to go ahead and give you the floor here in the moment. What are you all up to? Are you having a conversation at the moment? Are you examining the body? Are you maybe looking for more loot?
I think after Ronan was done searching Grumback's pockets, I would just kind of give him a little once over myself, just to see if possibly Ronan missed anything that was not just material on him. Yeah, sure. That's a great idea. And I would say roll an investigation check for me, Aliva. And Ronan, what are you doing in the moment? Is there a conversation happening between the two of you?
I would say the majority of my attention is on that glaive. I'm just kind of admiring it and checking it out.
Okay. I love that, actually. It's really good.
But
That's
at
12.
some point, I would ask Aliva if you want to resolve the roll before.
Oh, no, go ahead, please. As she's looking through, you can go ahead and definitely do this.
So I assume that this schmuck deserved it, but how'd you come to that conclusion?
I feel like he's been playing us for a while. It kind of seemed like almost every time there was a danger, he had some reason to need to stay behind, always avoiding work. At first I just assumed he was lazy or cowardly, and maybe he's still both of those things, but then it seemed to me that also his disappearance has coincided with the Vorach's demises. And then when he showed up just now, he lied about where he had been, I could tell, and he was holding some of the cloth from the Vorach's shirt. I just kind of assumed. I don't know. I had a gut feeling, and I followed it.
I can dig
Especially after what Brandy said.
Yeah, I always assumed that he was just a fucking coward, but... yeah. Well done.
She described evil, and I felt like I witnessed it, so therefore, he is no more.
Perfect.
Does Aliva wear her holy symbol somewhere?
That's a really good question. No. I haven't thought about this. I don't know, I'm sorry.
I just assumed that you had like a necklace or something with it on it, but...
I mean,
Yeah,
I do
like
have
an emblem.
my locket that I wear, but everything else I kind of keep close to my chest quite literally.
Okay. So I'm assuming that your deity was fine with all that transpired?
Oh, more than. If anything, I've been too passive.
So how does that work? Does your deity trust the judgment from you, or do they make the call, or...
I don't mind talking about this, but is this really the time and place?
I mean, we're standing here doing fuck all else, right?
Yeah, I guess. I'm a little awkward because I don't normally explain any of this stuff to people, so... That's funny.
If it's an uncomfortable conversation, we don't have to have it. I'm just curious. I don't have a deity.
No, it's more like... I would rather honestly have this conversation when I have a little bit of time to gather my own thoughts on it, not here.
Fair enough.
All right. Perfect. as you both continue to kind of like have a kind of an awkward conversation, there's a moment of respect there, though, that happens between the both Ronan and Oliva, and an understanding that information is imminent, just not here in this place. As there's a task at hand and some very odd things happening around you as you continue to rifle through Grumback here. You don't really find much more, Ronan, than just basic little heres and theres of that you would expect to find. Little pieces of rations that had been left over. He has his water skin on his side. There is a pouch on his side. It has a couple of empty vials in it. It's hard to know what was in them at any point, but there are 3 of them and they're empty. You could, if you wanted to, in theory, take his belt that had the pouch along with the 3 vials, if you wanted to. You could add that to your collection. You could also take his pack if you wanted to, which again doesn't have much in it. There's some clothing in there. There isn't really anything of value that would help you in your endeavor. There is some rope. There's a length of 50-foot rope that might help. You wanted to add that. But aside from that, his glaive is very, very alluring to you. It's especially the gem in it, the way it's set. You can almost feel that there's a power there, Ronan. You know that you have the ability, being you and who you are, to essentially absorb.
Yeah, I could definitely make
things.
use of it.
Yeah, so you could pick it up and take it with you.
I plan to.
Okay, perfect. So if you wanted to, Ronan, I'll go ahead and say at this point, add. Now this is a large weapon, so if you wanted to put this in the bag of holding, you totally can. You just got to let me know. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and say that you're holding both glaives. You're one by one.
Yeah, I'll just wait for Brandy to come back and stuff it in there.
Okay, sounds good. Cool. And so as you guys continue here, what are you doing after this moment here? Are you just staying here and kind of keeping guard? Are you going to go down towards the gate where they are? Are you going to go south and investigate further down there? Like, what's your plan?
I'm chilling here so I can hear through the hallway if anything's approaching.
Perfect.
Since Ronan did bring it up and it's a little bit more out in the open now, I would, instead of like discreetly doing this, kind of take the equivalent of like a drop of blood just that's left over on my blade and kind of put it on something underneath my armor. Can't really see what, but I am taking that drop with me.
Okay.
And otherwise, I would be content to linger while he finishes up and then follow the other 2.
You got it, Oliva. That's perfect. Good stuff. Roll a perception check, both of you, for me. All right, a 15 and a 14. Ronan, you stand here. You hear the occasional drip of water dripping somewhere in the distance. The length of the hallway above you amplifies the sound, sends the reverberations kind of echoing once, twice, 3 times. You kind of stand here. You observe with your wonderful eyes the amazing construction of the spider web that just lay just beyond the doorway here. Kind of. Yep, that one there. Yep. As you observe, and you notice, Ronan, every once in a while there's a little bit of a twitch, and when that happens, there's a sound. I don't know if you heard that through the mic, if it picked me up.
I did. Sounded like something caught in the web that flies.
Yeah, yeah, I would say. You do see that the root back there there's a little bit of movement. in the root itself. The root seems to be just moving ever so slightly, just back and forth, twitching, almost without reason, aimlessly. Not a lot, but noticeable. Aliva, you stand here. You notice Ronan is observing something through the door, but your eyes follow around the room here into different areas, different shadows in the corners of the walls. You notice there is something.
Something like shadow from before?
Yeah, it's way off in the distance in this direction, Aliva, down all the way in the corner, bottom left. There's a shadow
Okay, I
there.
see it.
It's hard to see, but it's... For a moment there, just for a moment, Aliva, you swear that you could almost connect this shadow with the shadow you saw from your memory, from your vision that you had. Do you remember that vision? It was a while ago.
I'm about to say, there's been a couple of them.
Yeah, it's been a little bit. You were in a cathedral with a light shining through the windows and painting a beautiful tapestry of color along the floor. As you looked in front of you, you could see there was a man being ordained or being blessed or being something. It was a ceremony of some sort. And as soon as this happened, there was a shadow that moved away. Everything flashed to you, and you saw the shadow itself was sitting upon some kind of throne as you had moved closer to it. You could see that this shadow had like a little bit of form to it. It looked like it almost had a crown on its head, but you could only make out a silhouette, a form. It was just darkness. You see that same, this reminds you a lot of that shadow, and I would even say in the moment here, roll a wisdom check for me, Aliva.
Yeah, I guess I'll roll it now too, but is the shadow, does it sort of feel similar to the thing I had sort of, for lack of a better word, exercised earlier?
Maybe. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see what you come up with here. Wisdom check. 13. So you notice it's a disturbance in the corner of the room. It's a noticeable to you. You see it pretty clearly. Everybody else is very distracted, and maybe that's why this is happening in the moment. So you do notice it. I wouldn't say that it's comparable with the shadow that you kind of, we'll say with quotes, got rid of, with a better way of saying it, in the other corridor in this place. It seems different than that. This one seems more like, it's hard to know what it's here for, but it almost seems it's like it's lurking in some way.
Yeah, without looking back at Ronan, I would say, hey, I'll be back. If I'm not back in a couple of minutes or you hear screaming, I guess you could follow.
Yeah, I'll just come with you.
Oh,
You're
sure.
going to go ahead and go with her?
Sure.
Yeah, you got it, Ronan. You guys begin to...
I look surprised, like, oh okay.
No, this is perfect. You begin to follow the path, follow the central part of the room here, walking through unavoidable kind of tar is what it feels like, as it pulls. There's a suction, and you pull your foot up, and there are little black strands that
gross. It makes
snap.
that noise.
It's really nasty. As you kind of pull it up and it snaps, you put your foot back down. It slides and slips around a little bit from side to side until you get your footing, and then you take your next step and you make your way. And as you're doing that and you're slopping through, I would say the two of you kind of hear that, the sound. It's pretty loud. As
Slopping.
Yeah, it's nasty. As Brandy and D1, as you continue to try and open this chest, I would say a half an hour has gone by as you prepare and continue to, and we'll go ahead and say that that's part of this encounter here. So go ahead and make your attempt. Who's rolling? Brandy, are you rolling?
I think so.
Yeah.
All right.
So I think you get advantage. You can click your.
You do get advantage. We're going to go ahead and give you advantage for it.
Okay,
So-
let's see.
Let's see a good one. Hey, a 27 is good, Brandy. Is very good.
Damn.
As you listen, D1, you're kind of distracted just for a moment. You look back behind you and you see in the distance there, Ronan kind of walking by along with Aliva at his tail. You look back and you hold that You're holding that lock so steady for Brandy, so steady for her. And as soon as she gets her lockpicks in there and begins to fiddle around, she looks at you. There's like a moment of, okay. She realizes what she did wrong the last time, and she pops it right open. There's a thud as this very large padlock unlocks from itself. It kind of thrusts itself down into the palm of your hand, D1. You can feel like the 10,000 spiders come out as as it unlocks. You can feel the force of the mechanism inside this thing, D1. It's ancient, like the lock. Not only that, but you can tell pretty quickly from your heritage. We're going to use your heritage and your background to give you this freebie. This is of Dwarven descent, but not only just Dwarven descent, D1, but ancient Dwarven descent. Like anything of ancient Dwarven descent in this realm and world is very highly sought after by collectors, and they're willing to pay lots and lots of gold for anything like this. This padlock itself, for instance, would be worth lots and lots of gold. The fact that it still works. Sorry?
We don't have a proper key for it.
You don't have a proper key for it, exactly. So if you could, that's a thing.
We got a bunch of random keys that we can try.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. I mean, it's a beautiful padlock. Now that it's off, you take it off through the loop, and Brandy's kind of like getting ready, and you lift up the lock, you lift up the latch, and you can hear it as the rust from below kind of gives way and snaps a bit. It squeaks like past the piece of metal there, and Brandy, you try and force it up, but it's kind of like it's caught on something. D1, do you want to attempt?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a strength check. Do it with advantage since there's two of you. Whoever wants to take it.
My strength's not great, but I'll try.
It won't be high. That's great.
16.
So you get in there with your shoulder and you pop it open, and it was stuck on some kind of sludge or mildew or something got in the crack there, and it held it down almost like a glue. But you pop it open, D1, and there's a couple of things inside here. It's pretty great. There's a sack of something. It's probably about the size of your backpack in here. It's fairly big large chest. There's a smaller bag, probably about the size of your water skin, that is full of something. They look little protrusions from the inside of the bag there. There's also a couple of other things. There's a little box that's sealed on the very bottom. It has a red ribbon tied around it, and there's a wax seal on the front of it. You can see it's pretty. You pull it up, take it right out of the box. It looks like it's never been used. There's also a fairly large, looks like a cloak or a cape or something down in here. It's fairly large and it's heavy. It's made out of like a black material. There's little bits of purple fabric that kind of line the inside of it, but most of it is kind of like a black and gold almost. It has these kind of forms up around the corners that are quite odd to you. They kind of ring out like there's definitely some kind of magical quality as soon as you get close to this thing. It's you can tell pretty quickly. It's beautiful though. It looks brand new, like it was never used.
Yeah, we'll grab that for sure. I'll say, just tell, maybe we'll stuff some of the stuff into your bag of holding there.
Yeah, we might as well get something from this horrible place.
Yeah, we'll take this.
Oh, you don't want to look at it now?
Well, I'll put the padlock into the bag of holding for starters.
Okay.
And then, maybe I will take the scroll. Is it a scroll?
A scroll?
It's a cloak.
The cloak. Oh, I thought you were talking about.
Yeah, it's a cape. Yeah. It's a long cape, and it, like I said, it looks like it's magic. It looks brand new the way it was folded up and placed in here. Along with, like I said, there's a box, a little box down in here, maybe about the size of I'm trying to think of something relative so that you could guesstimate it, but it's like, it's
Like a shoebox, bigger than that?
no, like smaller, a little smaller, like the size of the palm of your hand, maybe.
Okay.
And it, like I said, is a red ribbon wrapped around it. Has a wax seal in the front of it. And if you get upon a closer look, the wax seal, apparently it looks like it has 5 stars on it, like it's pressed into it. Looks valuable. Box itself looks great. I mean, looks like it was crafted individually. It's got little carvings and stuff through it. It's very odd. Yeah, you can open the box. You can open the bag. There's a little bag in there, little pouch, leather pouch.
Yeah,
black.
I love me a pouch.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Opening all pouches.
It's you could tell it's probably made out of like a velvet, like a really fine velvet material. It has a little purple and gold cord, almost like a crown royal bag. And you undo it. You want to undo it?
Yeah.
There's various different colored, what seem to be marbles. Only they're not marbles. Each of them are a different color, and they have like there's a swirling kind of gas or something inside them. About the size of a pearl, maybe a little bigger.
Oh, it looks a little magical, maybe.
They are, yeah. You could probably assume that maybe they're magical. I'd say roll an Arcana check, Brandy. A 6. I mean, they could be.
Yeah, sounds about right. It's about my knowledge.
Yeah.
I guess they could be something to add to the pile for D1 to identify later.
Yeah, for sure. You could tell that they're definitely something important. Somebody put them in here for some reason. They have seemingly some value to it.
Yeah, D1's gonna
seemingly some value.
The cloak.
Yeah, D1, do you want to like unfurl the cloak and get a good look at it? Like, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm just gonna sort of like unfold it, give it like a shake to get like the wrinkles out, kind of deal, and like just hold it up and like just look at what's on it.
So D1, after a long time of you communing with the ether and putting the strands together and guiding the threads of the weave through the ether, astral plane, and into the material to learn about all of these items upon your journey thus far in our game, in our session, roll me either an Arcana check or a Wisdom check. I will let you choose. Roll me one.
Arcana's probably better. Let me look. Yeah.
I'll let you choose. Whatever one is more beneficial for you. To you.
Ooh, not good.
It's a 9?
It's a 9, yeah.
Okay. Damn it. Okay, God.
Of course.
Let me.
No
that
freebies
sucks.
today.
I know it sucks because I set the DC pretty low in this case, but it's fine. I'm gonna cheat a little bit because I can. Real cool. D1, you pick up this cape and you can tell pretty quickly this has some kind of absolute magic to it. There's magic attached to it. Not only that, but there's a magical charge attached to it. Meaning it does something. It allows you to do something when you're wearing it.
Interesting.
Ooh. I would even say, I'm just going to give it to you. You were one away. Fuck it. Real cool. But I'm giving it to you. I'm just going to hand it to you. So let me find you. I know this is hard for the recording and stuff, but...
yeah, all good.
There you go. As you unwrap it, you can see what it is here. It's pretty great.
Oh yeah, that is really cool.
The box itself too, as well, Brandy. You notice there's a box and there's this little bag full of like these weird pearls. D1, you're standing there as well. If you want to, I'll give you guys a moment here.
Yeah, I'll
I don't want to waste your time with identifying, so we're gonna do something cool.
Yeah, all right. I had to look at the marbles that Brandy has, and just, do you have any idea what these could possibly be?
Less than a clue.
Yeah, I've never really seen anything like them before.
But our magic guy is over yonder, so we could always ask Ronan.
Yeah, well, I'm somewhat of a magic guy myself, but
That's right, you are.
Yes, this takes a little time. That's all. What about this box? You want to open it? I'm gonna hold the box up to her and sort of like here.
Here you open this shit.
I mean, it looks pretty.
Okay,
Yeah, you can. You can.
I mean,
open
I
it if you
guess so,
like.
because what else are we gonna do with it? You know, if we don't know what's inside. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a nice red ribbon, some stars on it.
Maybe there'll be a nice little I don't know what, get out of jail card.
Nice little definition, all
you
wrapped
go.
up.
Yeah,
That's
we
cool.
could.
Portal.
It's funny. All right, perfect.
We can
yeah,
put sorry we got your friends killed present in it and give it to
nice. You crack the seal then?
Yeah.
The blue wax seal. Okay. You open the box, there's a nice little hinge as it lifts up. You can see pretty quickly inside that there is a ring inside here.
Ooh.
D1, roll an Arcana check or a Wisdom check. Bullshit! Oh my
Wow.
god!
I just don't know anything.
I'm trying to be nice, and the game's like,
is like nope.
wah wah wah.
That was
God
really
damn it! I was just trying to do something cool. All right.
All right,
I know, right? Jesus, I'm just trying to do something cool. Okay, well, in this, we're just gonna assume, D1, you along your travels have seen quite a few rings in your time, and you may be familiar with what this is. You probably are, just because there's a couple of them in the world. They're here and there. There's a weird inscription on the top of it. It looks almost like a scroll laid out with some weird runes. It's odd. It's odd to you. There's also a quite silent, like almost like a quiet shimmer, like a blue and a green shimmer. As you look closely here in the runes that are etched on the top of this ring, only a little bit of the length of rune is shimmering. If that makes any sense, it's hard to explain.
Yeah. Look at Brandy in this thing. It says one ring to rule them all.
I've been looking for this thing.
Right. Alright, well, we should definitely hang on to this stuff. This stuff looks good, though. Yeah, we'll have to take a closer look later.
Yeah, because that was it. That was it. It was the box, the cape, and the velvet, the marbles.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess let's move on with our lives.
Yeah, I don't really see anything but in this bedroll. No dead
Just the
bodies.
spiders.
Yeah, just spiders.
Yeah, I mean the fake money is the fake money. I guess I would take one last peek in at the empty treasure chest just to make sure there's not like a false bottom or anything.
Yeah, I can take a look at her.
But I feel like there really wasn't anything of value besides a dwarven chest.
Yeah, well, I mean,
All right. Yeah.
this cloak I got is beautiful. I'm gonna sort of throw it around my shoulders. And
Yeah, you got it.
hold it up and sort of do like a little half spin.
Whoa!
It's really pretty. Yeah, it's like black. You can see that there are some gold bits about it, but they kind of change a bit with the light.
So fancy.
I mean, yeah, it's fancy but manly, right?
No.
It's funny.
I don't know if a cape is. Well, it looks nice. Let's go.
So the pearls, real quickly. Did you want to identify those, or pseudo identify those?
Yeah, I'll let Brandy have a look at those.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
you're the one with the touch, even though you keep rolling really, really badly.
I know.
Brandy,
Let's see if the lighter shade of dice helps.
Do it.
Change the color.
So you hold onto
Yeah.
the sack here as you kind of close your eyes and kind of look through the ether to try and see if you need to perform the ritual to get the information, or whether the
Yeah, Arcana.
Yep.
Here goes nothing. There you go.
There you go. Damn,
Finally, a
dude, that's
proper Arcana.
fantastic. Do you want me to put it in character stuff, or do you want me to put it?
Yeah, this one you can put in character stuff.
Okay. So as you all kind of look at D1, or as Brandy, as you look at D1, you can see him pretty quickly begins to pluck each one out. They're all a different color, but as he does, you notice they have a magical aspect to them. It's 3. Do this one. There you go. They're all different. They seem to do something with time. They seem to stop time momentarily for you for a moment to allow you to do kind of extraordinary things that you wouldn't normally be able to do. It's a wild concept. But D1, you throughout your journeys have heard about things like this. You just have never seen them actually existing. As you hold it in the palm of your hand, you kind of feel the magic kind of emanating off of them. It's strong.
Yeah, Intrepid is reading them now.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, they're nice.
Okay, cool. All right, perfect. So as we continue on here, Ronan and Aliva are kind of making the way to the bottom corner here of the room to get a closer look. What is D1 and Brandy? Are you satisfied with the room here, or are you still have a chest behind you that's full of counterfeit gold, seemingly? Is there anything you want to do with that?
No.
Oh, look at Brandy say, well, we do already have a ton of counterfeit gold in your bag.
Yeah.
Holding. Unless there's something buried underneath that. Maybe it's just useless garbage on top to distract anyone from digging deeper.
I mean, it could be, but I'm not going to take the time to dig through that.
Yeah, actually,
Do you,
yeah, D1's gonna go over and just sort of start, like, use both his hands together and just start, like, scooping the stuff onto the floor. Like, all the, counterfeit coins, I'm gonna scoop them out of the chest and just let them all fall on the floor.
so how long are you going to spend doing this?
I'll spend, like, a good 15 minutes or so.
Really?
Sure.
That's amazing. All right, D1. You begin to scoop. Actually, before you begin to scoop, if you don't mind, you walk up. You notice there is a pedestal along the back wall here. It's not in the picture. Sorry about that. The pedestal has on it a book. The book is covered in rust. You can see the top of it is metal on it. The sides, there's a very large metal strap that kind of holds the book closed. It has a padlock on it that also is covered in metal. Or I mean in rust. It's a rusty mess from what you can tell. But you being who you are, you can see that there is a very faint bit of orangish, reddish glow coming from the pages inside the book.
Ooh. Yeah, my attention will turn to the book immediately.
Yeah.
I'll grab it, pick it up. Is the padlock, is it locked?
It's locked. You pick it up from the pedestal?
Yeah, I definitely pick it up off the pedestal.
All right, this is perfect. D1, as you begin to move out of the room, or you leave it kind of here? Are you gonna try and open the book here? Like, what's your plan?
Well, right standing in the room, I'll just see it. I'm not opening the book. I'm just checking to see if it's unlocked or not.
Yeah. So the padlock is shut. It's closed. For sure, 100%. Like, you can tell it's locked. It's locked tight. It's rusty. The lock is rusty. The only thing that doesn't seem to be rusty in the slightest is the keyhole, which you find quite odd, but it seems perfect. The keyhole's perfect. Inside, the mechanism seems perfect. Everything except everything else. Everything else seems rusty and it's a mess. Like, you're almost afraid to touch it without gloves on because it has some jagged edges and such.
Yeah, I'm not wondering if we have any. Yeah, I'm not too scared. Although, if rust spreads, I could rust. I don't know what I have for anything that would work as a key. I'm gonna pass it over to Brandy and ask her to. What do you think of this lock hole?
Do you take it, Brandy?
Wait, what am I taking?
He's gonna hand you the rusty book. Do you take it?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that book. Yeah, I'll take the damn rusty book.
Are you wearing gloves, Brandy?
I better be. I don't know if I am or not. Like, my character icon, she doesn't have gloves on, but
yeah, sure. I'll let you choose. It's fine. You might just take a second to be like, wait, and put some gloves on.
I feel like I would put gloves on.
Okay, it's fair. Perfect. Oh yeah, you take the book, Brandy. It has some sharp, jagged edges here. It's full of rust, and it's weird. It's very odd looking. Like, you can tell at face glance, like, it has some kind of like etchings and stuff on the cover, but it's hard to see exactly. It might even have like some gems or something, but it's hard to see. It's covered in this horrible layer of rust.
Okay.
Just throughout.
And it's locked. Yeah, we can try and open it.
You can certainly try to open it if you'd like.
Yeah, why not?
And,
I'll be right back, but you guys keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try and pick it open.
You try and pick it open? All right. You set the book down on the ground, and I would say
Get out my thieves' tools again.
I would say maybe you hand it to D1, and D1 is there, and you begin to put the lockpick in the hole here, and you twist the pick around, Brandy, and some of the tumblers begin to fall into place very easily, and you begin to hear a noise behind you in the chest. The noise is coming from inside the chest of seemingly counterfeit gold. There's a coin. One coin falls down onto the ground. You hear it hit the ground. And then, I wish I had a coin to drop. That'd be hilarious. That would be great.
I'll pretend.
And then another couple coins fall out of the chest and hit the ground. Tink to tink, yeah. And you look back behind you, and it's weird. Like, you notice there's a little bit of something moving underneath many layers of coins. Something is in there, and it's moving around.
It's coming out.
Do you continue?
Yeah.
Try again if you'd like.
Let's keep going, man.
Yeah, go ahead and give me another Thieves' Tools check as D1 looks behind you and sees them as well. 17. Brandy, as soon as this happens, you hear a couple of the tumblers, they begin to click into place as well, but then again, there's a slip or something that happens, and it's just... it's frustrating as you kind of tilt off to the side there. A couple more coins, tink, 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 down onto the ground, even more rapid than before. Before you see it, a tiny little beetle or bug falls out from the very edge of the chest down onto the ground, and as you look down, you look up at it. It's tiny. It looks over at you, and there's a glow that begins to emanate from the beetle, Brandy.
What?
And it begins to grow in front of you.
No, it don't.
It does. And I'm sorry. Give me one moment here. Shit. Meant to do this earlier. It's okay though. Save. Before you know it, the beetle itself in a magical way grows up to almost 5 times its size, Brandy, and stands in front of you. You notice it is covered in rust and bits and pieces of metal and things. It almost looks like it's grown together in one solid piece, even though the segments are kind of rigid. You can see each side of it is a different shade of rust, but you can see there's like a hilt of a sword. There's like a part of a blade that's sticking out of the back. There's a bracelet that kind of makes up part of the upper shell. And the beetle looks at you, and it has kind of a deep inset eye sockets with a tiny little green light all the way deep inset. And it's just staring at you in the moment. It doesn't seem to be attacking or anything in the moment. It's just looking at you.
Oh my god.
As D1 holds the book.
Well, I don't really want to. I'm afraid to continue because I don't want to have more bugs come out. And if I don't know if he's a friendly bug. I don't think.
He's not trying to eat you, so I wouldn't call him an enemy. But I'm not there. Don't pay attention to me.
I mean, what if he's a friendly bug and we could get him to join our club?
You can tell that there's a connection pretty quickly as you look between the beetle and the book. The beetle is looking at the book.
Why?
It's looking directly at the book. It notices you, and every once in a while you notice it looks over at you quickly, but it stared intently on the book. As D1 stands there and holds it. Doesn't say a word.
I want to ask D1, but he's being so quiet right now.
Yeah, he's totally
really stupefied.
He's stupefied. It's great. He's great. He is too.
Taking over his mind.
It's true. He doesn't know what to do. The bug kind of, you can tell it's as it stands here. There's it begins to shake a bit and twitch in parts. Almost you're getting the idea that maybe it's becoming agitated in a way. Probably. As it looks back up at you and back over at D1 as you stand here. Would you like to take another attempt?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, sorry, that was bad timing, guys, but I'm back.
That's alright, welcome back.
Yeah, there's a bug now.
Yeah, I see that.
So I think if I can open the book and I pass, if I'm able to lockpick it successfully, I don't know if another bug will come. But I'm afraid that if I mess up, we will have more bugs. I'm assuming that's bad, but I'm not sure it's bad.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be attacking us, or...
It seems to be... I don't want to say awaiting instructions, but it seems to be holding back for the time being for some trigger moment or something.
Sure.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
I just don't want him here.
You can tell it's a magical... I mean, it crawled up out of the chest.
I don't like that.
And it grew. And now it's just kind of looking in your direction.
I say let's leave.
Ronan and Aliva, you hear this. It's kind of a loud magical sound, I would say. It's like a whirly sound. You hear the coins drop even from where you are. The reverberation in this chamber is pretty loud. If you wanna, you can respond if you'd like to. You're not too far away.
I mean, I can see my dark vision that far away or no? Barely?
Yes, you can.
I mean, yeah, if I just saw them doing their own thing, honestly, I'd probably ignore them to keep looking at the shadow.
Okay, that's fine too. That's totally fine. You're aware of it.
Like, look up, look annoyed that they're disturbing me, quote unquote.
There's a giant bug made of rust, though.
Can I actually see the bug though, or I just see the back of D1?
You just see the back of D1 and Brandy.
Oh man.
Yeah,
it's not funny if you looked over and you could just see this big bug.
Yeah, no, I hear a little noise. I look over, I see the back of D1. I kind of roll my eyes like they're bothering me, and I can go back to looking at the shadow.
I love this so much.
I mean, that's not for anything, because I'm like, whatever. I don't give a shit what they're doing. They're probably looking for gold. That's all they do.
Okay. This is fantastic.
Super
really fun.
Helpful and nice.
I'm gonna ask Brandy for the book, and I'm gonna examine it and see if there's any writing or any word anywhere in there or on it.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, you can. I would say you flip the book around in your direction here, D1. Roll an investigation check. Or an arcana check if you're looking for a magical quality. I'll let you choose.
Let me look. We'll go investigation.
22.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Pretty good, D1. You flip the book around here. You wave your hand over it. You feel there's an illusion here at work. Only the illusion placed upon the book is masterful. It's unlike anything you've ever seen in your studies. As you look upon the book here, for just a split second as you wave your hand across it, about a second and a half expires before you see, for just a moment, underneath the layer of rust on top of the book, underneath the layer of rust, you see there is a golden book. It has a plate seemingly of gold as the cover of it. There's multiple jewels spread out across it. There seems to be 7 in total, and each of them are of a different color. There's also a tree in the middle of this circle of jewels. There's a tree that you could probably distinguish as possibly the tree of life. And the jewels kind of make up the top portion and the bottom portion, seemingly creating the underworld and the material plane as you see it. It's very odd as you lift the book up here and you get a good look at it and you investigate further. The lock itself is also an illusion. As you look closer at it, D1, you notice there's an enchantment upon the book. The book can be opened with the proper words. The lock is here as a distraction for anybody who might not own the book. And you can tell pretty quickly that this lock is made to basically summon a creature or creatures to ward off any enemies who may try and venture their way inside the book without due process or without the right.
Look at Brandy and say, we should probably we might want to kill this bug that's out here.
Oh my god.
You want to engage in combat?
I don't want to kill.
When I see this bug is some sort of this bug's some sort of guardian to the book.
It's a rusty ass bug.
Yeah, this isn't a real lock. This is like a little
gotcha.
illusion.
A little aberration. All right, let's kill it.
If we decide to venture into this book further, this thing's gonna probably cause us some grief.
There better be some good shit in this book.
It's a pretty cool book. It's got this illusion magic on it.
Ooh, now that could be useful.
It definitely could be. D1 is just gonna haul off and punch this bug in the face.
Yeah, beat its ass.
Oh, all right, Brandy, you step to the side here. I take it, like right here.
Yeah.
So
Get that bug.
D1, you absolutely get up close to the bug. The bug watches you as you get close, and you punch forth towards the bug. Yes.
Yes.
With your hand.
My thunder gauntlet. Yeah.
Your Thunder Gauntlet, yes. Okay, go ahead and roll to hit, D1.
Okay. 19.
19 is a hit, D1, for
26.
Jesus. 26, yeah, 26 damage. Let me see, Thunder Lightning. As soon as you hit this creature, you punch it right square in the face, we'll say. You just haul out and punch it right in its face. As soon as it takes the punch, you can see the percussive force as it kind of ripples throughout this creature, the exterior of it. And for just a single split moment, you see your hand become almost a shade of orange just for a moment before you release it. And the creature itself completely disappears before you.
Oh, well, that was interesting. No blood, no guts.
No rust?
No rust, yeah. I don't know if I killed it or if it went invisible or if it's,
You look down on your hand, D1. There's a little spot of orange on your gauntlet.
Can I wipe it off?
You could try.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to wipe it off.
How do you try and wipe it off?
I'll just take like the edge of my brand new shiny beautiful cloak and just like rub it on it.
Just just rub it on there. A little bit of spit, get it on there and like wipe it around. No, it doesn't rub off.
Oh, now I got this bug on my hand.
It's kind of right beyond the last knuckle on your thumb. It's just right there. Just a dot, little orange dot, maybe the size of it's very tiny. Maybe the size of I don't know, it's small. Size of the head of a thimble. It's smaller than a dime. Maybe half the size of a dime.
I'm gonna go
That's
with
weird.
Randy. How do I wash this thing off?
Well, I mean, I wonder if it's attached to the fabric itself.
I don't think it has anything to do with the cloak. I think it has to do with that
The
bug,
book.
that bug that just vanished as my hand went through it.
I think you're gonna need to get a new pair of gloves. Or is it on your cloak now?
Yeah, I am wearing gloves. I'm gonna take my gloves off and see if it's just on my gloves.
Yeah, you take your gloves off, D1, and it's not on your hand.
I know.
Right, I need to wear that glove to my plate glove is what turns into the Thunder Gauntlet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we could just take them with us.
Or I could grab any plate mail technically and make it work. I'm gonna leave.
All right.
I'm gonna leave the glove off for now and just like literally hold it in my other hand.
Yeah, you got it, D1. You just take the glove off. You can see when you take it off too. It's just a little orange spot. It doesn't look like a bug or anything. It's just a little orange spot, like a little spot of rust, almost, just sitting there.
Okay.
Yeah. You have the book in your hand. Is there anything you'd like to do at all with this book?
Yeah, I think we're just gonna take it with us. I'll look at Brandy and say we might want to identify this a little closer too before we fuck with it anymore. I mean, this book's got some weird shit.
We gotta get out of this fucking place.
Yeah, I think we hung out in this little dank room long enough.
Yeah, you have the book in your hand?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So you go ahead and leave the room?
Yeah, I'll walk out.
Yeah,
All
we're
right,
getting out of here.
you begin to walk out. As soon as you leave the room, D1, the book disappears from your hand and is back on the pedestal.
Oh shit.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, so it's like linked. to the room.
I'll come back in.
Unless it's some kind of an illusion. That's like the whole thing.
Why don't we try? Because your bag of holding is like an interdimensional portal.
Sure. Let's put it in there and try and run out of here.
Try
See
and
what
run
happens.
out and see if it still appears back on the pedestal.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, we'll put the
All right.
book into her bag of holding, and then I'll send Brandy out, and I'll stand here to watch the pedestal.
Yeah. I'll just take.
Yeah. Sure, you got it. So you begin to put the book down into the bag of holding, Brandy. As soon as the book itself begins to pass the plane, the opening of the bag of holding, there's a kind of an awful tearing sound, like a as you push the book down. There's resistance, but you can push the book down. You begin to push the book down through, and when you get about halfway of pushing the book down through, you just hear it go. It just gives way and pushes all the way down through, Brandy. And as soon as it does, you hear it plop it back down on the altar.
Sure.
On the pedestal.
All right, I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna open it.
Okay. How are you going to open it, D1?
Oh yeah, because the lock's an illusion and I need a word. I'm gonna try to maybe cast. Is there any kind of markings that would be a language of any kind on the outside of the book?
I would say roll an investigation check once more for me. 24. Wow, man. Wow. You concentrate even more, D1, as you focus intently on this task at hand, and you wave your hand, your palm once more, your glove off this time. You wave it above the book. And as soon as the skin of your hand, we'll say, because you're a weird character, as soon as your epidermis, whatever that is, gets like close to the
rock, metal, and wood.
Yeah, there you go. As soon as that gets close, without any thing covering it, the book, the illusion, gives way. And it doesn't hurt you. It doesn't jag you. You touch it. Your hand goes right through the rust. It seemingly doesn't hurt. There's no rust at all. It's just absolutely an illusion. And before you hear, and you wipe your hand over it, you can see that it's a golden book, just like you saw before, and there is an inscription underneath the tree of life around the gems. It just says life in Dwarvish.
I'm going to try speaking it in the Dwarven language.
The book opens. The book opens. There's an odd crack sound, as if the book hadn't been open in years. As soon as this happens, the pedestal disappears, as does the chest of gold here, of fake gold, of counterfeit gold beside you, revealing just an empty spot on the ground. There are cobwebs. I can't remove it from the map, but there are cobwebs all around, underneath it, through it. You can see now it was 100% an illusion as you look through. The book is now in your possession. The rust is now completely gone from the book, D1. You have in your hands here a pristine looking book. It seems to be covered, like I said before, plated in gold itself. There's multiple colored gems forming a circle around what seems to be a tree. Some of the gems make up the roots. Some of them make up the leaves, the foliage. It's an old book. You crack the book open, and there are a number of spells. If you want me to go ahead and give them to you.
Yeah, I'll definitely start thumbing through and looking at them all.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and just read them off here. If you want to go ahead and take note. A couple of ones. Here, let me just do it this way. It'll be easier. Do you want me to give them to you, or do you want me to put them in character?
Yeah, either or. It doesn't really matter.
I'll put them in character. All right. Rusty book. Sorry, I should have been prepared. And you start to thumb through the pages here, and You notice that there's a lot of themes here that have to do with rust and illusions of. Sorry, I'm trying to stall so I can type fast.
Yeah, okay.
If anyone else wants to go ahead and have a conversation here about anything at all, I'll just be a second. You guys are great.
I'm just prowling in the dark.
Those pearls are fucking awesome.
They're cool, right?
Yeah. They might
All right, there you go.
With the swamp horror. Oh, nice. Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, so this time I'm going to try, now that the book's open and the pedestal disappeared, I'm going to try walking out of the room with it again.
All right, give me one moment here, D1, because there is an extra.
I've never heard of any rust spells.
Right?
Yeah. I think I've heard a couple of those. Although there are some interesting ones on there. Rusting grasp is not an actual spell. I don't think. Rusting touch. Corrode metal.
Corrode metal is one.
I know augury is. Dust devil is. Master's mischief. Enhanced ability and mirror image.
Did you see that?
Oh yes.
I fucking knew that thing was a rust monster.
There you go.
Yep. Here, I'll give you the stats of them so we can play with them.
Yeah, that's cool.
There you go.
Nice.
Just running around with a whole ass menagerie. I love it.
It's a cool book.
Nice. Yeah. All right. Like I said, I walk out the room holding the book and see if it stays with me.
Yeah, it stays with you. It doesn't leave.
All right. I gotta look at Brandy. I can be like, "Oh, this thing's cool." Oh,
Yeah.
put it in my backpack, and because I'm still holding my plate gauntlet
Oh, yeah.
from my right hand to my left hand.
Okay, you got it. You come out of the room here. Now, you can choose, D1, since you're now the owner of the book, you can choose whether or not you want the illusion to be maintained or to be gone for whatever you, at any point. So you can just decide, like, oh, I want this book to be rusty as shit. I don't want anybody to, like, or you can decide that it's not.
Okay, well, right now I'll keep it not, but I'll keep that in mind
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah, you got it. You can probably use that for whatever means you want. When it assumes its rusty form, it also has the unbeatable padlock on it.
Okay.
So anybody who tries to defeat the padlock will not be able to, because it's not real. Okay, perfect. So you walk out of the room here, away from the room, and you notice Aliva and Ronan kind of walking, noticing they're kind of in the corner here. Aliva is very focused in the corner of the room here. Aliva, roll a perception check for me, please. Ronan, you also are noticing some odd variations in the lighting over here, so go ahead and roll a perception check for me as well.
Yeah, these roots be fucking weird.
Yeah, they're moving around, doing some odd stuff. Especially after you blew a chunk out of one of them. Nice, guys. Ronan with his 13. Ronan, you get close here. The light in the room seems to be shifting ever so slightly. You do notice the closer you get to this root, the more of a weird noise you hear, Ronan. in the back of your mind. It's not in your ears. It's kind of like a hum. Aliva, you notice the root in front of you here not only is moving, but there is no damage at all to the stone behind it. It's like it's just manifested here. It's odd as you get a good look around the edge of the root with your 19. I would say that you can almost see a faint aura around the back of the root.
Or as in, like, humanoid?
No, as in, like, magical. It's strong from what you can... It's almost like it's just going to be very hard to explain, but it's almost more of like a feeling than a visual thing for you.
Could I... this may be useless, but could I cast command?
Sure. You can absolutely try and cast command. Do you want to try and cast it on the root?
No, that aura.
On the aura. Okay, go ahead and link command for me quick, if you don't mind. Just want to get a good
This
look
may
here.
do nothing, so we'll see.
Okay. So, just to save you the spell slot, you can try and cast it on the root if you'd like. The aura itself isn't something that would work with command, as it has to be a creature.
Okay, so the aura doesn't seem like it's related to what I saw earlier that led me to this corner.
It doesn't seem related.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't seem related. This seems like it's something a little different. Something that you saw earlier was more of a shadow. A shadow moving around, almost lurking in a way. This is...
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for right now.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. Well, I mean, in the moment here, along with your investigation of this odd lurking shadow, you do notice a weird noise and a weird motion back here. It just catches your attention, as you're looking around. This root system here, and along with the odd colors now that you're right up on it, it doesn't seem to be wanting to attack you or anything like that, but you notice there's all kinds of very odd colors on it, and you swear for a moment that there were a couple of eyes looking at you just for a moment, but they closed quickly when you looked to see. They were on the actual root structure itself, not like on the end like an eye stalk, but rather in the root system. Like a couple of eyes opened up and then they shut. You're really close to it. You also hear a hum as well, Oliva. As Brandy and D1 get closer, I'm going to go ahead and move you guys a little closer if you don't mind.
Yeah.
As you get a little closer here to the two of them, now you guys can all kind of share the stage here. D1 and Brandy, roll a perception check for me if you don't mind. Continue
Okay.
on to the next part of this. D1, you have the book in your hand still?
No, I put the book in my back bag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay, perfect. Perfect, you guys. So both of you roll up. You listen. You can listen. You can hear. Ronan is his attention is being mostly diverted to this area kind of next to him here, as he's looking for something. You see Oliva. She's next to a root, and you both hear this kind of strange humming sound. It's accompanied by what seems to be like the sound of a static shock, static charge. Every once in a while, you hear a but it's very faint and it's very distant, but it seems to be coming from the direction of Oliva.
Well, I've got my lantern of revealing out. I think I'd be trying to investigate what they were investigating.
You got it, Brandy, and I would say get closer here, and you point the beam. I would even say like right up on the root structure here, and the root. It's amazing. You can see this root itself as you point the beam, the focused beam. through the lens of this lantern of revealing, as you pointed around the root system here, you can see the details, the fine details. As it's lit up, there are iridescent colors here strung out through this root system. There are patches of greens and reds and purples that intersect each other, that quickly turn from one color to another. There are parts of the root that match the stone underneath it, almost camouflaging it on the ground here, as it quickly turns from one shade of gray to another. There are eyes that open and close quickly as you move the light beam around. Brandy, you follow behind and in front of the beam with your eyes. You notice a series of lights begin to open and close, very tiny, very little. They're all made up along the edges of the vine itself, as light seems to affect it in some ways. This is an odd creature to be in this place. Aliva, you know that to be true. As soon as Brandy begins to move the beam around, you see it too. All of you do, who's looking, have the ability to see this now. And I would even say all of you roll a history check for me, and maybe you might know more about this creature. I would say either a history or a survival check. That's a good 16's good. Nice. Look at Ronan with his dirty 20.
Yeah.
19, 16. All right, Brandy. This is actually perfect because that was the DC. It was 20.
Nice.
So all of you here, you get a good look. I'm just gonna message you in Discord, Ronan. All of you get a good look at this creature here as it twists and turns ever so slightly in front of you.
Can I like crouch down looking at it and then actually toss a copper coin at it?
Sure.
Well, then I do so. Like, not even trying to hurt it, just trying to see if there's any kind of like conduction whatsoever.
Yeah. Do you want to go ahead and just toss it in?
Yeah, I'm probably like crouched down like 2 feet away. So yeah, I just literally toss it at it.
Yeah, you toss it at it, and there's like...
Well, that's good.
And then it backs away a bit.
Alright, I'm going to cautiously approach this thing, glaive out in front of me, and I'm just gonna try and like move Aliva to the side.
Alright, well I step aside.
Alright, I'm gonna point my glaive at it. What are you? Why are you here?
Yeah.
I know you're here.
Roll a. Is this more of an? You know what? I'll let you choose. Roll a d20 and add whatever modifier, either intimidation or persuasion, whatever you choose, whatever you're trying to do, or you can just roll it.
I'll do persuasion.
Okay. 21. Nice, Ronan. Let me do this. Okay. It twists and turns a bit before it stills itself and begins to hear your voice. There's a high-pitched kind of noise after a few seconds that you hear, Ronan. It emanates through the halls here. It's quite loud. It's a series of high-pitched tones. It's hard to distinguish exactly what it's saying. Does anyone here speak? What is the language I'm looking for?
I want to say Sylvan.
Yeah, I don't think any of you do. Is that a no?
Not me.
I don't think so. Don't we have a potion or something?
I mean, I'll
I'll
get
speak
cast
to it. Can you speak common?
There's a little bit of a twist, a little bit of a wiggle. There's a couple of these roots or tendrils or whatever you want to call them kind of sinking a little closer to its mass, the mass of it, and a lot less threatening of a posture. And they kind of lay down on the ground a bit as it continues, as the mass root kind of continues to kind of twist and turn and stay upright in your direction. Doesn't seem to respond.
When that doesn't work, I would ask, what about Elvish? In Elvish.
You say that?
Yeah.
What do you say in Elvish? I'm sorry.
What about Elvish? Like, in other words, can you understand this?
That's good too, Parlay.
Like immediately it looks in your direction, Aliva. And there's a couple of wiggles in the tendril here. And you hear, ever so faintly in the back of your mind, it hurts. Why help?
I'd respond, what hurts?
Roll a wisdom check for me, Aliva. You hear her say, what hurts, out loud. 14. That's pretty good. You see a visual in the back of your head, Aliva, of a Ronin launching some kind of an attack at this creature. Part of it being blasted off into the left. And it keeps looking over in Ronin's direction, kind of in a defensive posture. And you're getting the idea that it's afraid of Ronin.
Yeah, and I'd say so. Just kind of be like, Ronin, you pissed it off. It's scared of you. Mind backing up a little bit?
I'll point my glaive upwards and just take a handful of steps back.
Okay.
I apologize. I thought you were something else.
And I would translate that in Elvish to the thing.
Yeah, so you begin to realize that it's speaking to you in your through your mind in Elvish, as weird as that sounds. As you continue to relay this information to it, you feel there's a feeling there that quickly changes. It changes from an anger and a sadness more to an eagerness for help, as it shows you kind of little glimpses and pictures. Aliva, it's hard to translate what you're seeing here through the perspective of many, many, many eyes, kind of all giving you different perspectives all at once. It's weird. It's an odd way. It's going to be hard for me to describe it. You see a tear. You see a lush green environment, and then a tear. And in this tear, almost a pulling, a vacuum, if you will, through this very small tear, and this small vine of this thing gets caught into the tear.
A tear, kind of like the weapon that the Croc Boss wants.
There's a tear in its world, is the impression you're getting. A tear in its world, as it seems to be stuck, as it puts it, or caught.
Like a physical tear, you mean?
I think he means like a tear between the realms or the planes.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's reminding me of the thing we're getting, or trying to prevent the Croc Boss from getting ultimately. I forget the name of the weapon, but... Alright, anyway, but... Yeah, I'd kind of do my best to sort of both inquire about this and also translate for those around me, and even ask the creature, like, is there a way that we can help?
There is darkness for a second. And then you see light, almost a blinding light, coming from the middle of your perspective here, all around. You squint your eyes a bit in your mind, if there's even such a thing. You can see it's in the middle of a forest here. It's a sunrise of some kind. And beside you, you can see there's an open blue sky. Everything seems lush and green. And then there's a wash of color completely right in front of you before your eyes. The sun completely vanishes. There seems to be tears all around you in the space all around you, in the dimension itself, kind of, if you can even envision that, as little tears form here and there, little scratches and cracks in the fabric of the space around you. And like I said, all the color seems to wash out of the life and the things around it and into the cracks itself, kind of going from a lush, colorful environment around you to a gray and a black and white kind of landscape. So everything is sucked through these cracks, and then you're kind of whisked back into your vision as Aliva, as you're looking at this root system sticking out of the wall here, seemingly undamaged.
I kind of look like a little gobsmacked for a second and then just say, well, that didn't help me very much.
You're getting odd, conflicting visions here now. Maybe you're sensing a bit of frustration. You see the creature, whatever this is, begin to wiggle more, and you can tell it's locked in place here. It doesn't seem to be able to move at all.
Yeah, I'd say you have eyes everywhere. Let's make a deal. You tell us if you know any, or if there's a way for you to guide us toward the monster that's in charge of this place, like the biggest, the baddest, whatever it is, the swamp horror, if you know that term. And in return, we'll help you with your plight.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage. It's really good. Aliva is kind of looking at this creature. You can see that she is being receptive. She's moving her head. Do they hear you speak? Or are you just kind of doing this in your head? Oh,
damn.
Wow.
That's excellent, actually. All
I'm
right.
investing this thing has heard in a long time.
Oh my god, you
That's
get
not
down
very
low
good.
to it. It puts a couple of roots up around your hand as you lay your palm out. Puts a couple of roots up and twirls them around your fingers, like interweaving them and up onto your palm. Squeezes a bit. You can tell that it's kind of getting a feel for you. And as soon as it does it, it squeezes a little tighter, but it's not in an aggressive way. You feel like a warmth. And then almost immediately in your mind, you see clear, complete visions of a group of adventurers that came in here. One of them wearing a brilliant amulet with a large green gem in it that seemed to be emanating a green light from it. And as it got closer, you could see the light got brighter, and it led him to this corner where this root system is. You could see from this perspective all of these eyes looking all around the room. You have all these different perspectives where you flip back and forth through different perspectives, Aliva, in your mind at will. You can see some of the adventurers. There was one that had a very large dog by its side. The dog had lots of scratches and scars, like it had died and maybe come back over and over or something. Along with this person, there was another creature with a long robe, and they're exploring this room, looking around for fragments of this and that, putting things in their robes and their pockets and their packs. They walk over to the gated door there, and they don't seem to open it. And then you see the man with his dog go over to a corner and finds a key somewhere, takes it out, unlocks the door, goes in. One of them notices the book, begins to take the book off the pedestal and leave. The pedestal makes its way, or the book makes its way back on the pedestal. Decides that it's going to stay there and try and figure it out, and so it makes camp here, trying to assume the property of the book, while the others decide to take advantage of the moment here. They step into the tar and the sludge. They explore the room more. Then there's another flash, Aliva. You see all of them kind of laying on the floor, decaying. In the moment here, you're not able to see the vision of what happened to them, but you're able to see the aftermath. Whatever this was, it was a horrible thing. And then for a moment, there's a blink, and you see it right in front of you, your face. There's a giant, massive shadow with vines, dead vines hanging down off of its face. It has the face of a skeleton with moss overgrown over its eye sockets, down over its the left side of its face. There are scratches and tears in what seem to be a long sailor's coat of some kind, long since decayed and decrepit. It has turned into rags for the most part. There are bits of moss and seaweed and things hanging off of it. You see it walk over to one of the corpses on the ground. And as it leans down to the ground, and as soon as it does, it puts its hand on the corpse. And the corpse, instantly, you can see through all these eyes, all of the flesh and life from this just recently passed corpse is sucked from it, leaving only a skeleton behind. The creature gets up and it goes to the next corpse, kneels down next to it, does the same, sucks all of the remaining life out of the corpse. You see the energy flows through the hand of this creature and up into the torso. You can see like this purple pinkish light begin to swirl around, and then it kind of disappears in front of you into the chest of this creature. The creature moves back around into the other side of the room and then exits. You're given this vision, Aliva, almost as clear as if you were there, seeing it for yourself. Now you have the memory of this as if you were standing in the room. It's that vivid and that clear to you.
Yeah, the others probably see me look a little bit unnerved.
Okay.
Like I'm looking over my shoulder every now and then.
Yeah, you see it. You get the idea for the most part, Aliva, that this is definitely this creature that everyone talks about. You watched it, you witnessed it suck the life out of these creatures. You're not sure how they died, but any remaining life that they could have had was taken.
Yeah, I just asked the thing very quietly and unquiet because I'm a little unnerved still. I just ask, Where is it now?
Everything goes black for a moment, and then you see a long corridor, Aliva. There's spider webs everywhere. And an additional corpse laying on the ground, sucked of life, with a husk standing next to it. And then everything goes black.
Can you guide us there, or point us in the right direction?
Roll a persuasion check. Another one. Oh my god!
Holy shit.
That's amazing.
God!
Damn.
Listen, this little patch of vines, I'm a plant person, alright? Leva's got a lot of plants in her house. It likes me. I'm a green thumb.
Speaking to it.
This is fantastic. You feel in your mind there's a warmness and it says, yes. Will you help me?
I swear to, as long as I survive.
All right. As soon as you say this, it squeezes your hand a little tighter, and you see across the room there's another bit of vine sticking out of the wall over here. You see it begin to wiggle, and you see it through its perspective. It has eyes on it. You can see back behind your perspective, your character. It's like you're looking at yourself from behind. It's weird. And then it flashes again, and then you see yourself from this perspective all the way north in the room. Beyond the spider web, as a matter of fact, you can see the spider web kind of takes up most of the frame of some of the eyes that as it shifts around to show you. But you can also see down the corridor here. You can also see a little bit of Grumback's body as it lay dead on the concrete here, with Rummy laying next to it. You can see that from the edge here. Your perspective closes again, and you're taken to another section of the crypt and another, until finally you see that you are in the corridor that you were before, with the very large statue of the dwarf and the empty coffin and the the doorway leading into a cave full of cobwebs, spiderwebs.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
And then the vision goes dark, and it kind of begins to release the grip on your hand.
Yeah, I'd pat the little vine as it's releasing my hand and say, if you're carnivorous, enjoy that guy back there. As for Grumback.
Perfect.
And then to the others, I would stand up, and I look like I'm trying to put on a brave face, but I'm a little freaked out. And I would say, I've seen, it just showed me the swamp horror, and I know where it's at now. In return for this information, I've promised to help this creature get out of the rift it's stuck in. Should we survive?
They want to be rescued now or on our return trip?
I did say if I lived, so...
Rodin's eyes go a little bit wide. You made a deal with a fae.
I just give him like a shifty eye glance and go, don't say anything.
And you shook on it.
It wasn't quite a shake.
Ronan, you look to your right.
Point.
Yeah, sorry. It's really funny. Ronan, you
Listen,
look
I'm
to your
tired
right.
of being here. We have the path now. Let's just go.
Yeah.
I mean, that's useful information for sure.
And you look all around you, Ronan and Brandy and D1, you look all around you here and you see there are little bits of vine sticking out of the wall that you notice now are very similar, if not the same creature. Or maybe a similar creature, but as you look around here, Ronan, right next to you, to your right, you look down and there's like a little, it looks like algae at face glance, but now you look down and there's a second glance and there are all these little tiny eyeballs looking up at you.
Oh, Jesus.
They don't seem threatening. They just seem out of place in this weird, odd place. They're just there, just looking at you. Like, think Labyrinth. Do you remember those little
Yeah.
plants that have a little eyeballs that are looking up? It's like that. They just look at you.
Just kind of mutter sorry to it again.
And looks down and looks back up. Nice. All right. So you're in this moment here. What would y'all like to do?
Does anybody need to rest?
I was gonna say you probably
I know I
feel pretty
could.
comfortable in here. I mean, aside from the tar on the ground and the weird plant creatures and the corpses that are just merely skeletons and armor.
We should head back to where we intended to camp, like where we set the statue with bandages and
Yeah,
stuff.
I do want to be there when he wakes up from his stony slumber.
Definitely, which is in what, like 6 hours at this point?
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe 5 even.
So we
Perfect.
head back there. We wait for him to wake up. We rest in the meantime, and then we take on this fucking terror.
Now that sounds like a plan.
Yeah, we gotta
Right.
get rid of this horror at some point.
Sounds good. Give me 1 second here. Get you guys back on the right screen. Okay. You walk back through the door, and you make your way back out. And just before you do, leave a roll one more perspection. What am I saying?
Persuasion or perception?
Perception check for me, please. You make your way back out.
Oh, sorry, I had advantage on still.
It's all right. You make your way back out, and the room seems quiet as you march back out and into the other room that you came from. You notice to the south here is the way to go here, so I'm going to go ahead and lead you there. Just give me one moment. I really have to take a
As we
deep
left
breath.
that room, I would turn to the vine thing and say, I'll keep my word. Or, I keep my word.
Oh,
Hopefully
perfect.
it's not tricking us.
Right? All right. Let me do this. Now, before we do this, We should probably take a little break. I just need like 20 seconds. All right, there's the room for you. As you get close, you notice there is a Valora Chew here, or rather the remains of a Valora Chew. It's and I'm sorry to be so graphic, but it's ripped in half.
Okay. My screen's black.
Mine is too.
Upper right hand corner. Do you guys see that?
Mine's
Maybe
completely
the whole
black.
thing's black.
Oh, my bad. Here, give me one moment. Sorry about that. Oops. I'm so sorry, guys. Just give me 1 minute. I don't know why it's black. It shouldn't be. All right, token. I'm going to give you D1 for now so you can see.
Yeah, I see a little room here.
Just don't move back past that door. Can
Yeah.
everybody see now that D1's there?
Nope.
I cannot.
Oh, shit. All right. I'm so sorry. I'm an idiot. I know what I did now. We're going to do... There. How about now?
I mean, I
Still
can.
got
I don't
nothing.
know if they can.
You can't see D1 or through D1? God damn it. All right. Sorry about that. Anyway, you don't really need to right now at this moment.
Theater of the mind.
Yeah, so you walk through the corridor here. It's quite dark as you walk through, and I guess I can just do this. I just need you all to kind of not move beyond the gate for the time being. You see in front of you, there is a Valora Chew. There, can you guys see now?
Yep.
Perfect. You see the member of the Valora Chew here. He's ripped in half. His upper torso is on one side of the room or the corridor, and his lower half is on the other side. Like, you can very clearly see that it was a sharp wound at first, and then it was, a lot to get it apart, and then it was a rage thing or something. Something bad happened here. Like it was ripped apart.
I'd fucking rip that little dude in half.
Like it was nasty what it looked like here. As you walk upon it here, it has no clothes on. It has no gear, no bags. It's just a creature laying here deceased on the ground. As you walk up close to the gate here, the gate is closed. That's completely closed. You can see there's a couple of slats that you can see through into the other room, but it's mostly dark.
Yeah, I look pretty disgusted. Less in like a grossed out way and more in like I can't believe I didn't catch this sooner way.
Yeah, well, we lost all our meat shields, that's for sure.
Vernon just kind of chuckles to himself.
And D1's gonna try to remember how we got through this gate.
Roll a history check.
It's funny because it was only like 2 hours ago for D1.
I know. I'll set the DC super low for
many
you.
weeks ago for me.
This is mostly just for fun. Okay.
All good.
You remember reaching your hand around, and there was like a maybe a 2-inch by 1-inch hole in the back of the metal that was there for maybe like some kind of a fail safe. So if somebody needed to unlock the door from the back or whatever, they could. The last time you did this, you lockpicked it. You got a natural 20, and you opened it. You remember?
Yeah, the old reach around technique.
The old reach around. You do see that there is a keyhole socket in here, so that a key will go in here.
I'll look at. Do we have any keys, guys?
I have
that we
one.
found while we were down here.
I know that we have a couple of keys that we found down here. I want to say like 3, and 2 of them we've used. But I'll hand them that plain key with the small helmet that I picked up earlier.
Sounds good.
All right, yeah, I'll try that on the lock.
You put the key. It's like a long copper key, a little bit longer of a key than you would expect. It's weird looking, though odd, because it matches. The helmet does. The helmet matches the same pounded out metal as the metal around it. And you remember this creature that kind of was made of the door itself on the other side that you kind of narrowly escaped battle with. As soon as you put the key in and you turn it, there's a light blue kind of glimmer of a glow that happens just faintly for a moment, and then you hear a large clunk. The door opens. Well done.
Oh, nice.
You're in the room.
Yeah. All right, D1's gonna go just check.
Door is open, by the way. Currently. But it's a large door on a large hinge, so you notice it's open. But after about 5 or 6 seconds, it slowly begins to close again, slowly. It's like an elevator door.
As it's closing, is there a lock on this side too? Like a keyhole?
Roll a perception check. Or an investigation, I'll let you choose in this case.
I'll do investigation.
22. Yeah, there is. It's just very, very little, and it's kind of hidden behind a little plate that slides to the side.
Okay.
You found it as you were riffling around. Yeah.
That's right. Okay, yeah, I won't try to. I was going to try to block it open, but if we think the key will work, I'll let it close.
Yeah, you can. If you want to let it close, you can. So it gets a little quicker as it gets closer to the edge. You just stay out of the way and let it close.
Yeah.
All right. It closes. You hear a in the door as it just.
That'll stop anything from creeping up on us from that direction while we sleep. We should maybe do something about the other direction, but
Sure.
But first, I'm going to inspect the statue, make sure it looks like nothing has happened to it.
Yeah, I would say without even an investigation check necessary, you can use the other one to carry over. Everything looks fine. The only thing that seems a little different is there's a little bit of looks like a new dent or mark in the metal that seems a little more fresh than the other dings and dents. It's kind of on the bottom part of the leg here. It's like kind of it's hard to explain. It doesn't really seem like it did much to it, but it looked like an attempt was made.
I'm going to leave it go. Look, Grumback, you think?
Run back what? Sorry?
There's a new mark on this dude here. Looks like somebody gave him a whack.
I mean, it's very possible. I guess we have no way of proving it.
Alright, well, I'll look at Road and go, is our little rock tent ready?
That I am not sure.
So you look into it there, Ronan, and there's a faint blue glow, which symbolizes that it is ready.
Huh, it is.
There you go.
Well, at least we don't have to worry about anybody camping outside, seeing as how everybody's dead.
Suppose
That's true.
so. Shall we?
Yeah, let's set it up so we sort of block this access to this guy. Sort of put it right in front of the statue, sort of. So you'd have to go around the rock to get at the statue.
Oh, perfect. Give me 1, 3. Hold on 1 second here. I gotta pull it up. Actually, just let's take 2 minutes and just stretch out. I got a bathroom, otherwise there's going to be another,
We only got 14 minutes left, so
I know.
we might just say this is it.
Yeah, it's pretty much there. Well, yeah, I get our long rest started. Actually, I'll be right back in a sec, you guys.
No worries.
Oh, shit, guys. I'm sorry. I keep doing this. I keep forgetting that our time's different and change and stuff. For some reason, I was thinking we still had a little bit of time left.
Yeah, we got about 15.
Do we? I thought don't we end early, though? Don't we end like 15 minutes early?
Yeah, well, we were doing the, 8:30, I think, but... That was on
I thought we were just
Tuesday.
doing 9 to 11:45 now. I thought for Sato's job.
Yeah. So that means it's time. That means it's game time, I believe.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, it's a little different on Fridays, but it's still long.
Can we just here? We'll just, if you don't mind, we'll just set up your tent quick.
Yeah.
So let me grab the little thing. Other NPC. I think it's character extras. Okay, here it is. So you set up your tent. Where would you like to set it up?
Here, let me move D1 out of the way.
Okay.
Kind of right where D1 was. Sort of, maybe
Okay.
we scoot a leave over.
Like right there?
Yeah. Maybe
Perfect.
even up another half. Well, actually, no, right there is perfect. That's fine.
Okay, nice. It just looks like a rock, like a boulder, to anyone who's observing it. So, with that, give me a... Make sure I get the right tent for you. Okay, I need whoever wants to roll a 1d4 for me to determine what version of tent you get. Now remember, version 1 has the dead guy who has the spell book, Sato, that you are currently trying to learn or transcribe, which has some really good spells in it, but in order to get that, you have to get one, right? So
Gotcha.
So go ahead and roll a d4 for me. That's what you get. A 4?
A 4? Well, we'll take the 4.
You take 4? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice job. That's actually a good one. That's the best one, really. Nice. So you actually, as soon as you open the doors of the tent up, you make your way inside. There's a feeling of relaxation just for a moment. You make your way in. All the beds are made. There's a smell in here that's just absolutely, it's just refreshing. There's like a deep lavender that you smell wafting through the place here. There's a couple of tables set up with maps of the region of the area here. There's a couple of chests in here, all with just odds and ends of things you might need, like fresh bedclothes or clothes to wear while you're in here, things like that. There's a kitchen. There's a full kitchen with like a stove, and it has food in it, which is crazy. But in this place, this is kind of the expensive version, we'll say.
The 5-star rated.
There you go, the 5-star, exactly. There's also a couple little odds and ends in here, depending on whether or not you want to sleep. There is a table that has some cards set up on it, with a little spot where you can place a gold coin, and it says "Play at your own risk," which is puzzling. You haven't seen this before. Anyway, in the moment here, before we go ahead and call it a long rest, there will be some things that happen, but we'll save that for next time. So this is a great spot to end the session, everybody. Thank you for being here, and we will continue our journey next week.
Yeah.
So have a good week, everybody. Talk to you then.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Bye-bye.
Peace.